This is an HP Pavilion XL844 desktop computer. This computer was made in about 1999 or 2000, and it originally came with Windows Millennium, which of course I've upgraded to Windows XP, and it originally had 256, or actually it originally had 64 megabytes of RAM. But I've since upgraded that to 512 megabytes. So let's go ahead and look at the front here. It's got a HP branded CD Writer Plus, as they call it, drive. It's a very early CD writer, since this is a pretty old computer. It's actually a pretty new feature for the time for a computer. Down here we have another CD drive. This is just a normal CD-ROM drive. I don't know why they had two CD drives, but I'm guessing it's because they wanted to make it easy for you to copy CDs with the CD writer drive. And these drives are both original, obviously. Right here we have a floppy drive. Under here we have two USB 1.1 ports and a serial port. I don't know why they put a serial port on the front, but I guess it was a handy feature for the time for this age of computers. So let me turn it over to the back and I'll show you the ports. Okay, so here's the back of the computer. As you can see, there's two PS2 ports, one for the keyboard and one for the mouse, obviously. Right there we have two USB 1.1 ports and an Ethernet port. Right there we have another serial port and a parallel port. And right here we have the game port and 3D audio inputs and outputs. Right here we have the graphics card. This is actually not the original graphics card. This is an nVidia GeForce 4 Titanium, I guess, 4200. The original graphics card is actually right here. And it is a nVidia TNT2 card. And Riva TNT2 card. And right there we have a 56K modem. Right here we have the power supply, and right here we have actually an air intake. For some reason, it actually blows air on the heatsink, which has the fan to it, which has a fan also. But for some reason there's a fan here, if you can't see it, that blows on the other fan that's blowing on the heatsink. So I don't know why they did that, but I'll show you that when I show you the inside of the computer. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Be right back. Okay, so here's the inside of the computer. As you can see, the heatsink's right there. There's also this fan here that blows on it. Now, this is it's not an easily upgradable computer. As you can see, there's like this door that this intake fan and the power supply is on. Basically, you just fold that out like that to upgrade your expansion cards, to install expansion cards if you need it. And as you can see, this computer only has a micro ATX board in it, while as you can see there, it has extra slots. So this could accommodate a full ATX board, but they only put a micro ATX board in here. Anyway, right here we have the hard drive and the floppy drive down there, and then obviously the two CD drives. There's the graphics card and the AGP slot, which is on the top, and the modem, which is in the that second PCI card slot there, obviously. This has a nVidia chipset. And so yeah, that's basically the inside of it. Let me get this thing get the side cover put back on, and I'll go ahead and boot it up. Oh, and a few things I forgot to mention. Back there behind the drive cage is the RAM. It has 2 DIMMs in it, so you can only put 2 RAM modules in it, obviously, and each is a 256 megabyte module, and obviously that equals 512 megabytes. And then another cool kind of unique feature of this computer, it has this like CD holder on the top with this door that covers it. So you basically just store CDs here. And yeah, so that's basically the overview of it, and I will resume the video once I get it hooked up, and I'll boot it up. Be right back. And if you're wondering what the computer looks like with this power supply door closed, it looks like this. So you can basically can hardly see anything, and you can't really upgrade anything with this door closed. So I think that's kind of an annoying thing to have, but at least they made it easily removable. Well, anyway, I'll resume the video once I get it hooked up, and we can boot it up. Okay, so here's the computer hooked up. So let's go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, I've installed Windows XP Professional. And as you can hear, the computer is pretty loud, and that's mainly just that intake fan on the back. Okay, so as you can see, the computer is successfully booted into Windows XP, and here are the system properties. As you can see, it has an AMD Athlon processor running at 850 megahertz, which isn't very good, obviously, and with 512 megabytes of RAM. It is PC133 RAM. Oh, hold on. Okay, so you can see it has an nVidia GeForce TI 4200 card, graphics card. It has a Light-On CD-ROM drive and a Mitsumi CDRW drive. Actually, it's just a CDR drive. I don't think it can write to CDRWs. Obviously the floppy drive, Lucent Wind modem, a Realtek RTL8139 Ethernet card, and obviously the AMD processor. It also has an AC97 audio card. So yeah, and another thing, using CPU-Z, it has this weird instruction set called 3D Now, which I'll show you when this loads. As you can see, it has an MMX and then the 3D Now. I think it's like, according to this website I saw, it's some like, it improves graphics performance somehow. I really don't know, but that's apparently what it does. Anyway, that's the HP Pavilion XL844 desktop computer. So let's shut it down. I hope you enjoyed this video.